Hey guys, the Chicken is here. We are back today with another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, it's the end. It's finally over. We're done with season 35. Man, that was a stressful one, but we have season 36 coming up around the corner. We got a little break, much needed, I think, for most of us after the season. But yeah, we got a little break coming up. And yeah, so I just want to talk about, I'm super excited for season 36 because season 35, it just left me with that, that fire, that desire to just get back and get off to a good start and finish the season really, really strong. So unfortunately, we did not get the top 500 this season. We'll talk about that in a sec. But if you guys haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're going to post warships each and every single day like we always do. And we got some cool stuff coming up this week. I'm actually going to talk. This week I'm going to do it different. I know the break week I kind of make more or less the same videos with, different crabs and, different tips and tricks, whatever. I'm going to focus on some different style of content this week. So I hope that you guys do enjoy that. Yeah, so make sure you subscribe. Also, those of you that were using the code Chicken in the shop for this season, I appreciate you. And yeah, we got no deals going on right now, but it does expire every 7 days, so you're going to pick up an extra builder for crab, something like that. I appreciate it if you throw the code Chicken in there. I think I still have a Discord giveaway going on with boom boxes. I have to double check because I forget if we handed them out already or not. I did give out one on Twitter at the Chicken24. If you're into fishing, that's the only reason to follow my Twitter. That's basically all it is just pictures of my fishing stuff that I gotta put somewhere. So, okay, yeah. So here's where we made it to 24 and 1 star. Now, I did get up to, I think, what was my highest? 2436, 2437. So it still wouldn't have been enough to make the top 500, and I don't think it would have made a difference either on the finish. So, I got there and I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep going and keep trying, but just was not in the cards for me. So we didn't do that well. Want to give a shout out to Mr. Zedmont. We don't usually see him on the leaderboard. He crushed it this season, and Skull Crusher also crushed it this season. So shout out to Scully, Zero, Doomer, Derek's Place. These guys are always at the top. General Electric, Pirate Pete. Yeah, so wanted to give some shout outs for the guys that really crushed it this season, because it was not an easy season, man. It was not easy. And yeah, so that's why, like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm really looking forward to season 36 just to get off to a good start. And like I said, the poor, not that it was that bad. I mean, we were ranked 24, like that's decent, but yeah, just left me with that passion for warships, just to get out and compete. And as much as it's frustrating in the moment, it's always so much fun after the fact when you can go back and look. And one of the biggest things for me that I learned this season, I find that I take away something every season. The biggest thing that I learned was, because last season I started in Legendary, right? So this season I was thinking, okay, this is going to be, I'm going to have all the tools. I'm going to have, the nice tech advantage. That's why I kept talking that throughout the season. I would unlock something and be like, man, I should be like way ahead of everybody else. But the thing is, the biggest thing that I've learned is that opening day, obviously depending on where you finish in the previous season, I think for anyone that doesn't at least make it to Diamond, then it's going to be, somewhat more noticeable. But for the most part, honestly, like, there's not that big of an advantage to finishing higher in the season before. This used to be something I talked about all the time, but for the most part, as long as you can get up to rank 14 or 15 on day 1, then it's all good. Like, for example, I was watching OP on the starting stream last season, and I think he got up to rank 15, the same as me, but he finished in like rank 21 or 22, for example. But at that point, we'd opened the same amount of chests. We had the exact same tech. So I don't think it's as big a deal as people, sometimes make it out to be. It is confusing for sure, and obviously it does depend a little bit on where exactly you're finishing. But I think for the most part, it doesn't make a massive difference. Unless you can actually start in gold and get those first 4 chests in gold versus starting in iron, or same for wood or iron. I think that's where I was talking to Mr. Doom about this earlier, and yeah, he kind of explained that to me, and I think that makes a lot of sense. So But I think that's a good thing. That's a good thing, because then it's just, you know, it's more fair for more people. Would I like to see star resets every now and then? Yeah, absolutely. I think those are, you know, those are good ways of, you know, making sure that it's a totally level playing field, and there's no, you know, running ahead at the start, say for the guys that are really high on the leaderboard. But at the same time, what typically happens is it's the same people on the leaderboard, even with the season reset and that kind of stuff. So I know it's a bit of a controversial issue, I guess, but my takeaway was that, you know, if you want to compete, you can compete, and you know, it's going to come more down, we saw this season, to your skill of attacking than really anything else. That was kind of the determining factor. So yeah, just frustrating for me, because I always like to do as best as I can, you know. But I felt like I did give it a good kick at the can, and I don't know if I could have done any better, even if I had been pushing at different times. Come on, get out there. But yeah, you know, as long as I'm trying my best, and you know, and bringing good tips and whatever, and bases and that kind of thing to you guys, then that's what my job is. I'm not going to finish top 500 every season. That's why it's always exciting and special when we do. All right, enough on that. Let's talk about season 36. BADA-BOOM. So, what I'm hoping this season is we don't get heavy choppers right off the bat. And the biggest thing that I hope for this season is that we're not going to have a ton of building help. But to me, BADA-BOOM means two things. We're either going to get bombardiers or grenadiers off the start. I don't think anything else would really make sense, given the name of BADA-BOOM, so just throwing mines or explosions. It could be early barrage and artillery. That's definitely true. That could be something that we see. I doubt it, because they typically stop doing that after some of the early seasons where we kind of walked into the barrage artillery meta, and that became a problem. You know, it just came down. Hey, we got a crystal, nice. Let's see if we can get the crystal myth going. You guys remember that, where you get one crystal, you get a bunch? That's usually how it works. No, I can't switch my troops. I wanted to go warriors. I don't even have all my troops. But yeah, so BADA-BOOM. Oh, let's just get a chicken out front. SOS. Okay. Well, if you guys throw that chicken out front and I notice it, then I'll definitely throw out some intel and diamonds for your pleasure. And I also want to retreat because I didn't have all my troops with me, and I want to use warriors on this one, so let's go back. But yeah, you guys let me know in the comments what you think BADA-BOOM could mean. Like I said, I'm leaning towards bombers or grenadiers early on. I think grenadiers wouldn't be that great to have, but yeah, just the biggest thing to me, the first thing I'm going to be looking for is that building health. Are we going to have, you know, an easy season, or is it going to be another slugfest? But at the same time, I understand why, you know, they wanted to put the building health there, is because we had heavy choppers early, and they didn't want it to just become a heavy chopper rush meta. You know, there was a lot of different attack strategies floating around towards the end of the season, so that's definitely a good thing that we always want to have, or always want to see. This should be pretty easy with warriors, I'm thinking, guys. Okay, should be pretty straightforward. Other than that, I don't really know. You know, I'm trying to think of things that make bombs in the game. It's typically barrage artillery, bombardiers, and grenadiers. And since bombardiers have literally a bomb in the name, BADA-BOOM, or it's the closest to it, anyways, then that's what I'm leaning towards. That's what I'm leaning towards. Yeah. Okay. Did we get a crystal there? I forgot to look. I don't think we did. Damn. Maybe fizzling had something to do with that. I'm not sure. But yeah, so that's it, guys. That's it. But I just want to leave you with, I'm, you know, very excited and looking forward to this next season. I just really want to just improve and build off of last season. And I think we're going to be able to do just that. So let me know where you guys finished in the season, and if you're looking forward to BADA-BOOM, and what do you think that would be down below in the comment section. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. That is going to wrap it up for the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative. Catch you the next one, guys. Chicken out.